Hey everybody, my name is Nick. I'm with Next Step Construction, and today we're going to do a review of the Dovoh laser level. Dovoh reached out to us a few months ago and asked us to do this review, and I was really excited. I hadn't heard of Dovoh, so I did a little bit of research, and what I found out is that they are a high accuracy laser level company based out of China. They've been around for about 9 years, and they mainly sell cross-line, 3-plane, and 4-plane laser levels. You can get their products on Amazon, you can get them on their website, but that's kind of the gist of what the company is. I wanted to know a little bit about what does this laser cost and how does it compare to some of the big brands here in the US. So Milwaukee's laser level that would be comparable would be around $600. Klein's laser that would be comparable would be around $300. This particular 3-plane laser starts at about $280, but I have seen it on sale, so you might be able to pick it up a little cheaper than that. As far as what is in it, I really liked the case and the foam insert. They keep everything really well together. I feel like it's safe while I'm traveling. It's easy to put everything back where I got it from, which is nice at the end of the day. So just looking at what's in the case, there's the laser itself, nice compact little tool. There's a set of glasses. There's a laser target. There's the mounting bracket. And then 2 batteries and the charging setup. So pretty nice. It comes with most of the things you need for a laser level. I will say I wasn't a huge fan of the glasses. They're not very comfortable. They don't fit well. They honestly feel like a little bit of a box filler. In some scenarios, they would be nice to have. They help you see the laser like 5% better in bright conditions. I did really like the laser target. It has a nice little kickstand if you're setting it up on the floor. It has a magnet if you're trying to stick to something that's metal. It has a hole so you can screw it into the wall. Really nice for finding the laser when you're working in bright conditions. The bracket, I had some mixed feelings about, honestly. It does everything you need it to do. It has a magnet that sticks pretty nicely. It has a threaded connection so you can clamp onto like a dropped ceiling bar or other flat products. It can be screwed into the wall. It mounts like it's supposed to. The things that I'm not as big of a fan of, it has this fine-tune adjustment dial that I wasn't able to use really effectively. Just the way it's set up, it gets loose really fast, so it's easy, especially when you have the laser on there, just for the whole thing to drop, throw your laser out of where you had it. Not my favorite. Another feature that I wasn't as big of a fan of was the battery is inserted in the bottom of the laser, and when you have it mounted on this bracket or on a tripod, it's pretty difficult to change that battery without removing everything, throwing off your whole setup. It'd be nice if the battery was inserted at a different point. So those were a couple of the things that I wasn't as much of a fan of, but that being said, I think that what comes in this case is a pretty good setup. One thing that does not come with this kit that is really helpful is a laser receiver. Dovoh doesn't actually make laser receivers, but they did build this laser with a pulse mode. So when the job site conditions are really bright, you're still able to use the laser even if you can't see the line. You can use the laser receiver, move it across the line, and it'll beep when you've found it. So what I did was go on Amazon and bought a Huepar laser receiver that was around $56, nothing too expensive. When I asked Dovoh what I should look for in a receiver, they just said that it needs to be a 10 kilohertz receiver. There are a couple of features that I really like just with the operation of this tool. For starters, there's 2 ways to turn it on and off. There's the power button on top that you can hold until it turns on, but you can also toggle the tool on and off with the lock and unlock switch. I really like that because it's really easy to turn a tool off and just throw it in the case and drive away, but with laser levels, they can get knocked out of accuracy if you transport them not in locked mode. So the ability just to turn it off with the locking feature, I thought was really convenient and handy. Another thing that I really liked about it was just the simple way the tool operates. You have a H button, which toggles the horizontal laser on and off. And then you have a V button that toggles the 2 vertical planes on and off as well. I really liked all of those features. I did do a test of all 3 planes for accuracy, and in about a 60-foot space, I didn't have any variation as far as level goes. So I really appreciated the accuracy of this tool. Another thing that I wanted to check was how good is the range on this tool. Obviously, you want to be able to use it in large spaces. I tested the laser in my shop, which is about 60 feet wide, and the laser was definitely still visible and usable. It did get a little bit thick, so I was more finding an 1/8 inch line kind of at that 60-foot range. When I tested the laser outside, I had practical visibility up to around 25 feet. When I added a laser receiver, I was able to get a reading all the way out to 250 feet before I ran out of space to test even further distances. That's more than enough for most jobs. Next, we put the laser up against other brands, Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Spectra. And what we found was only the Milwaukee gave the Dovoh a run for its money. At half the price though, it'd be hard to choose the Milwaukee over the Dovoh. One thing that I didn't test was the longevity of this tool. The build is pretty sturdy. Seems like it could stand up to the test of time, but obviously I didn't take this and use it day in and day out on a job site for years. I feel really good about this laser level. The accuracy is there, the brightness is there. It does everything I need it to do out on the job site. I really like all of that, but I especially like the price when you compare it to what's available on the market in this category. You can check out the link in the comments below to see the tool on Amazon. If you're on the market for a laser level, definitely think about a Dovoh.